How does a gunman get to climb up a roof less than 150 meters from Donald Trump and have a clear shot at him?
Take a look what happened.
They screwed up, or whoever was responsible for that building screwed up.
The US Congress has launched an investigation into inexcusable security breaches at Donald Trump's campaign rally in Pennsylvania. In this video, I will show what some of those security breaches were. I'm Manish Adhikary, and you're watching First Things Fast.
Take a look what happened.
This is the moment that gunfire was heard and the former president was seen ducking to the ground before being rushed away by Secret Service agents.
The place where Trump was speaking is called the Butler Farm Show Ground, a very normal community gathering place. The doors here opened at 1 p.m. apparently. That's when the first attendees started walking in. According to the Philadelphia Inquirer, which is a newspaper, people walking into the venue had to pass through metal detectors to ensure they were not bringing any weapons. By the time Trump got there, the venue ought to have been secured. And you see these buildings here on the map, they were well within shooting range and should have been checked out, even though they may have been outside of the venue's perimeter. Many experts later pointed out that given Trump is a former president with Secret Service protection, the local police should have placed their men on top of these buildings. If not that, then apparently the protocol would have been to at least put some sort of obstacle between the line of sight from those buildings and the protected person, which in this case was Trump.
You allocate one to more likely 2 to 3 officers to take positions along that rooftop or that roof line. But that apparently wasn't done.
Now the roof was less than 150 meters from where Trump was speaking. At this distance, a decent marksman could reasonably hit a human-sized target. One report explained the distance by saying that 150 meters is the range at which US Army recruits, new hires essentially, must hit a human-sized silhouette to qualify with the M16 in basic training. The AR-style rifle that the gunman used to shoot at Trump is apparently the semi-automatic civilian version of the M16 that the US military uses.
Secret Service has a motto. They can't get it wrong ever. You know, they have to get it right 100 out of 100 times. If they get it right 99 out of 100 times, that other time could lead to someone being killed or badly hurt, as is the case here, right?
And there were 2 Secret Service teams out there to protect Trump. One was called Hawkeye, the other was called Hercules. A Hawkeye is a heavily armed counter-assault team. Now, these are the guys who are supposed to eliminate threats so that other agents can shield and take away the person they are protecting. The other team, Hercules, is a counter-sniper team. Now, basically the guys with long-range binoculars who are equipped with sniper rifles to deal with long-range threats. Now, these are the guys who came into action after the shots were fired at Trump. Now, the problem, according to some experts, was that the guns of the counter-sniper team may have been too long. There ought to have been guys there holding assault rifles that can engage much faster than those long-range guns. And it's not like the shooter was some kind of professional. In fact, reports coming out now suggest that a 20-year-old shooter named Thomas Matthew Crooks had tried to join his high school's rifle team but was rejected for being a terrible shot.
This individual was able to make an attack on the former president with limited capability, knowledge, and training.
The wild part is that some eyewitnesses saw him crawl around the rooftop for several minutes. One eyewitness told the BBC that the police did not act on the warnings.
You have a high-level rally involving the former president of the United States, and you see an individual doing a army type of crawl, belly crawl, armed with a rifle. You're immediately at a level where use of deadly force would be warranted because you are sensing a threat, you are concerned for the safety of the former president, and nobody should be within that area armed, much less crawling on the rooftop of a tall building.
And apparently some footage obtained by TMZ, the suspected gunman, which is Crooks, also appears to have been caught on camera lining up his shot. It does sound pretty crazy that there were people who saw this and yet Crooks was able to just go ahead and shoot at the former president. Just minutes later, the attempted assassination sparked a wave of rumors.
A flurry of conspiracy theories, misleading claims, and debunked allegations are filling the internet as people go online to make sense of the event.
Basically what happened was 2 distinct conspiracy theories emerged. The first, primarily circulated by those on the left, suggested that the event was a false flag orchestrated by Trump's campaign to gain sympathy and support from Americans. Then there were some self-professed Trump supporters on the right. They began claiming that the Secret Service was slow to protect the former president, possibly acting on orders from the White House.
Now, let me be very clear, there's no evidence for either of these conspiracy theories, but they reflect the kind of claims that are spreading in this very polarized, emotional climate in the immediate aftermath of the assassination attempt.
The Associated Press reported that mentions of Trump on social media soared up to 17 times the average daily amount in the hours after the shooting. Many of those social media posts were expressions of sympathy for Trump or calls for unity, but there were several others that made unfounded, fantastical claims.
So it is important to remember the investigation is in its earliest phase, and what we will know about what happened will no doubt develop as we learn more.
The breach in security at Donald Trump's rally has raised serious questions about the preparedness and actions of those responsible for his safety. The investigation into the lapses has just begun, but it's already clear that the Secret Service is facing heat like never before.
The one thing standing between the president and a bullet is a human being, one of those agents, and that's what they were doing. They were putting themselves between the president and other assailants to protect him.
If you found this video informative, please like, comment and subscribe for more updates. Thank you for watching First Things Fast.